What if everything we experience is just code executed by a higher intelligence? What if reality is just a programmed illusion? Today, we're going to explore the hypothesis that human existence might be part of a sophisticated digital simulation. Have you ever witnessed something unexplainable? An object changing places without reason, people recalling events you're sure never happened. Reports of reality glitches are increasing. A cup that vanishes and reappears in another room. A familiar face that subtly changes. Historical details that seem rewritten. These phenomena are called reality bugs by simulation theorists. What if these errors are momentary glitches in the code that supports our world? The universe behaves like a grand program. Physics is governed by equations, perfect proportions, universal constants. The Fibonacci sequence appears in shells, galaxies, and flowers. Gravity, light, time, all follow specific rules. Doesn't this sound like a simulated environment? Computational systems rely on mathematical logic. If everything in nature follows such precise patterns, maybe it's because we are immersed in a system where nothing happens by chance, everything was programmed to function as it does. Why are there limits in reality? Nothing can travel faster than light. We can't access the center of a black hole. Time slows down with gravity. Physics seems programmed with restrictions, like a video game with locked areas. The quantum world is even stranger. Particles appear out of nowhere, vanish, and become entangled across vast distances. This resembles digital systems where information is transmitted through rules that defy common logic. Maybe the laws of physics are just the rules of a cosmic software. You don't see reality directly. Your eyes, ears, and skin capture signals that are converted into electrical impulses. It's your brain that creates the reality you believe you experience. In computers, the interface is what facilitates interaction between the user and the code. What if human consciousness is that? An interface, a way to experience the world without accessing the source code. The feeling of separation, the ego, time, it could all be a perceptual construct, an elegant way to prevent us from seeing the real system. Nick Bostrom proposed that there are three possibilities. 1. Civilizations never reach the technological level to simulate consciousness. 2. They reach it but have no interest in simulations. Or 3. They reach it and create so many simulations that it's more likely we're inside one. Think about it. If it were possible to create virtual universes indistinguishable from reality, how many would be made? Thousands? Millions? If even one past civilization has done it, the chance we are in the real world becomes almost zero. The real may be the exception. Simulation, the rule. Limitations like the speed of light, Planck's constant, or the fact that particles only behave as real when observed, suggest the universe only renders when necessary. Just as video games save processing power, reality might conserve energy by simulating only what is relevant. The quantum vacuum, seemingly empty, is filled with energy fluctuations, as if it were memory space on standby. A system that optimizes resources. An efficient program. Do you believe you have control over your choices? Neuroscience shows that the brain makes decisions seconds before you become aware of them. What if what you call free will is just an illusion? A pre-written script, disguised as freedom. In the context of a simulation, free will might be just a programmed behavior, a variable to add complexity to the game. So we think we decide, when in truth, we only follow instructions we don't even know exist. The double-slit experiment revealed that particles behave differently when observed. This defies any intuitive logic. Without observation, they act as waves. With observation, they become particles, as if the universe reacts to attention. In a simulation, it would be like the game rendering graphics only when the player looks. This is not a metaphor, it's quantum physics. This kind of behavior challenges the classical model of reality and strengthens the hypothesis that we're interacting with a responsive environment, like code. Déjà vus are mysterious phenomena, the feeling that we've lived through something before, even though we know it's impossible. Science attributes them to memory errors. But in a simulation, they could be remnants of improperly closed loops, glitches in the code. Repeated or restarted moments, as if the system had done a reload. Others report time lapses, unexplainable synchronicities, or the sense that something in the world has changed, as if we're living in different versions of the same reality. With virtual reality, we can already create immersive and convincing worlds. In a few years, it will be possible to simulate sensations, emotions, entire lives. Now imagine this 1,000 years ahead. We would be able to create universes with physical laws, conscious beings, and linear time. What stops us from imagining that someone, or something, has already done it? Perhaps this universe is a lab or a theme park for higher entities. And we are just characters, convinced that this is all there is. Several religions describe the world as an illusion. In Hinduism, there's the concept of Maya, reality as illusion. In Gnosticism, the world was created by a false god who imprisons the soul. What if these stories are archaic interpretations of the same truth? What if the creator is a programmer? Sacred texts speak of divine scripts, final judgments, rewards, resets. Perhaps the mystics of millennia ago simply had a different language to describe what we now call a simulation. The universe contains billions of galaxies. And yet, we've never found another civilization. This absence is known as the Fermi paradox. One possible explanation: there are no other civilizations because they are not part of our code. If we are in a local simulation, the other players may simply not exist. Or they were disabled. Or not yet rendered. Cosmic loneliness may not be an accident, but an intentional limitation of the environment. Perhaps we are alone by design. Time seems to flow like a river, but that's only perception. Physics shows that past, present, and future coexist. In a computer program, time is a variable, something that can be sped up, paused, or reversed. Perhaps the time we feel is just a linear simulation to organize events. Some theorists believe that lucid dreams, altered states, and certain substance experiences reveal lapses in the temporal structure, and show what's behind the curtain. If we're in a simulation, is it possible to escape? Some believe the answer lies in consciousness. By reaching deep states of meditation or out-of-body experiences, they say it's possible to perceive the system behind the veil. But others warn, the simulation may be self-repairing. Anything that tries to surpass it gets absorbed or neutralized. Perhaps there's no physical exit, only inner awakening. Or maybe, leaving is forbidden. After all, a player who becomes aware of the game might stop playing. What if you really are in a simulation? What changes? Pain still hurts. Love still warms. But perhaps everything takes on a new meaning. The search for purpose shifts from something external to internal code. Maybe you came here to learn, to observe, or to evolve. Or maybe you're just playing. Either way, now you know, the doubt has been planted. And once the seed of suspicion blooms, the simulation never feels the same again. The universe is bigger than we can comprehend. And its mysteries are only beginning. Every day, a new video awaits you here. If you're drawn to the unknown, then you're in the right place. Subscribe, and keep exploring the dark side of the cosmos with us.